right, so here we are, logging in Norway. So Sondre is gonna take us up. So he's like one of the only tree guys in this town, in this village. So his family has owned this farm for literally like hundreds of years. There's a beam in that barn that says 1798. So that barn has been like added to and sort of reshaped. This barn's like over 200 years old, and they have lived here since the 1800s. How big is this property again? 2,700, you say mole?
It was a mole.
Yeah, I think it was like 700 acres or something.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
About right, yeah. And this is like a small kind of farm. Not small, but it's like medium-sized.
Medium-sized farm. Wow. So he's got a whole bunch of family members that they all live in different houses on this property. It's almost 700 acres. I guess we're going up there, right?
Yeah, you can see the spruces.
So we're going up there. That's basically, there's a river over there. To the top of those mountains over there is all their family's farmland. It's a dairy farm. And then Sondre actually farms the lumber up there. And he's just a one-man show. And so we're going to go up there. What are you doing?
Dude, I got bad news for you.
What?
We got charged. It should go fast though. Like,
oh, has it got dead battery?
yeah, I got that battery.
Yeah.
The Reagan has like a brain because of the hydraulic system, and I forgot to put that off.
So what is this thing? We don't have any of this in America. What am I looking at here?
The BMF timber wagon. They're just getting popular now. It's rigged with legs on the sides. You have to have that. It's going to tip over if not. Turning tongue makes it easier for turning, backing up, you know.
Yeah.
It's incredible where you can go with this. You'll see in a minute, I guess.
They've got these tractors all over the place.
Yeah, it's the main kind of vehicle on any farm or forestry as well. Tractors are just unbelievable. You get anywhere with those, almost. We train, I think it goes a little over 7 meters. I haven't actually checked it, never tested that.
Yeah.
It has a winch. It shoots out extra far.
So he goes up into the hills and he farms the trees up there. He brings them down, and down one of these roads, I think it was down this road, there's a mill. There's a guy that runs a mill, and he'll give Sondre an order. He'll be like, I need so many boards, and he'll go bring him the logs. Or what he'll also do, if the mill doesn't need any orders, he'll make firewood, and they sell it by the liter. They have some weird measurement, so they don't do, like in the States we do cords. Here they measure it by the liter. I think it's 30 centimeters. I don't know, I'm guessing it's 12 inches. We do 16 to 18 inches. They do about 12 inches, so it's smaller pieces. They've been selling a ton this year because the price of electricity has just skyrocketed in Norway this year. I think it's like 5 times as much as it costs in the United States right now. So a lot of people are buying firewood because it's just so expensive to heat your house in any other way. So this is interesting. So he does tree jobs around town for the villagers, you know, and then he also does logging, and it's on their family's property. So this is way different than anything that I've ever seen before. So we're gonna head up the mountain here in a minute once we get this bad boy fired up, and we're gonna do some forestry in Norway. So this thing's not starting. It's been charging for a while. It's just been like one thing after the other. I had all sorts of plane problems getting here. It was days delayed, and then it was days delayed to get my gear, and then it's been raining. My wife is with me, but she's sick. She's like sick in the cabin. It's just been like one thing after the other for this trip. Both of us have just had like terrible luck. I forgot to tell you, because I was telling Gordy how you couldn't get his stuff in Norway. He actually gave me this to give to you, because you couldn't get his stuff in Norway, you're telling me?
Yeah.
So this is for your saws.
No way.
So.
You joking?
Yeah. No. That's from Gordy, because you couldn't get the stuff in Norway, and
dude,
at least something went right for you today. You've been having a rough day.
Dude, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
man.
You got to get foam. He said if you don't have foam filter oil that you can't get, that you can use the saw mix for this, because you got to wet the filter and then squeeze it all out for your saw. Yeah.
Dude, thank you, Gordy. Thanks so much for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of feel bad for that now.
Yeah,
I feel like I deserve that.
No, it's funny. It's me and Sondre are just talking. It's like, dude, everything. This is like late in the afternoon. We had like all sorts of issues this morning too, and it just feels like nothing is going smoothly on this trip. Everything is going against us.
Dude.
The weather and the traveling, and the customers are rescheduling everything that he had planned. So we're like trying to kind of find stuff to do. But then we were just talking about it, and I was like, oh, I've got that West Coast Saw stuff actually. Hopefully that cheers you up a little.
Dude, that helps tons, dude. I don't really know how to act for that. These are expensive stuff, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, you're just starting out, dude.
Nothing for that?
No, he was happy to help.
Dude,
Yeah.
thanks.
No, Gordy's a good guy.
Yeah, Gordy's a good guy, you know. I gotta bring something back now. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to come visit us, you know.
Dude, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that.
I had serious issues with the plane getting here. I mean, they rebooked us for absolutely no reason. Like, we were at the gate to get onto the plane and they wouldn't let us on the plane, and they booked us out a day. We ended up staying in Germany for a day and a half, and then my bags didn't show up forever. He was gonna pick us up at the airport. It was 6 hours from his house, and he ended up waiting like by the airport for 2 days, you know. So it's just like for both of us, it's just been one thing. Now this thing won't start. Like I said, all the customers rearranged the jobs. We're getting there. It's just been kind of a rough go of things a little. All right, it's been a couple hours. Let's see. Hey! All right, now we're logging.
I forgot to unplug this one. It's a plug for the brain, and this draws battery. Like, because of flashing light, and
That's basically activated as long as this one's in. So that's totally my fault. That's been on for like a week or so.
Well, we're good now.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yep, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm going in there too?
Yeah, you're going in there. It's not spacious, but...
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's nice.
So you're sitting here.
Okay. Now we're logging.
Now we're going to log in this, yeah. So, I wish it was a little bit more spacious, but it is what it is, right?
This is luxury.
Yeah. The forest.
So how long have you been doing tree work?
I've only been doing tree work for 6 years, actually.
6 years?
Yeah. Started
When you were 15?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's when I got my first chainsaw. I was on Steel 231.
Wow. You're a veteran.
Huh?
You're a veteran.
I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old logger.
Realized that was a little bit small, so I traded in and got a really cheap 362.
Yeah.
The one that I have today. This is the first chainsaw I ever bought. I actually got the 231 for Christmas.
Yeah, you've been working all your life, living on the farm, I guess, huh?
Yeah, actually, it was an accident coming over this. I didn't know that I liked this until I started my education as a agriculture, like a farmer. But found an interest for this, and I changed the direction for first logger and then arborist. So I'm still learning, yeah. Of course, experience always comes with a lot of accidents and close calls. I've had mine. I think most people have had theirs.
That is really cool how you can control the tongue.
Yeah, that's part of hydraulics, you know. Yeah, I don't. If I didn't have that, I'd probably have to back all the way out.
It's so cool that your family has their own forest. to log.
Actually, most farms in Norway have. It's a known thing for a farmer that the forest is his bank. There's a lot of money in that. Some forests are worth $1 million, some 2, 3, depending on how big it is, depending on the lumber, the quality. When you rent someone to come and cut it with their big pumps, machines,
It's expensive, but if you do it yourself,
it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And the further it's the drive, the longer it'll take. In our case, they said it was long to drive. I think it was a kilometer until we are in the forest. It's the time that it takes to drive up and down, and we're not driving as fast as we are now. And we won't be driving this fast down. You see, we're spinning right now.
Yeah, this is steep.
It's extremely steep.
It's really steep.
Yeah, that's why I don't drive when it rains.
Wow, look how high we've climbed already.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. This tractor just gets after it though.
She is a beast, you know.
Dude. Wow.
Yeah. Apparently there's sheep there.
Is this where we're working, right here?
Yeah.
Or are we going further up?
This is where we're working.
Okay.
But I have a lot to do.
Wow, yeah, all these trees?
This is what I've been doing since we started talking.
Wow.
Being alone takes so much time.
Wow.
It's insane.
Yeah, so here we are. This is the work site here. Look at there's waterfalls and creeks absolutely everywhere. Look at this forest. This is super cool. And there's their shape. They just roam around. So yeah, I guess this is all mostly spruce, so we're gonna get to falling these bad boys. So, hey. Who's that?
No idea.
Oh really? No. You serious?
No, I don't know what that was. Did you say anything?
No. So we actually came up the hill a little more so we could turn this baby around. This thing is cool. What's the plan now?
I thought we'd just get to cutting. Maybe I could show you like the way we kind of do it, the typical Scandinavian way. I guess
Yeah, you can demonstrate.
I'm going to call it the typical Scandinavian way. I don't know how they do it in Germany. I don't know how if you do it like this in America on smaller trees. The typical spruce and pine way. Don't fall. Yeah.
Treacherous.
We actually have a lot of lumber already, so I don't think we need that much. There's some here and some there.
So you were saying that so you guys will let a stand get 60 years old, then you'll harvest it,
Yeah,
and then
that's-
you'll let another section and do it. So there's like always a 60-year-old section to harvest.
More or less, kind of, not exactly like that, but if you do it like that, that's really good to have a 60-year-old section for every generation.
Oh, I see.
That would be the best, but you have to have the area for it, you know. We have a lot of forest. It's planted a little bit messy. Some is planted like 10 years apart, 20 years apart. This is 62 years old, what we're cutting now.
This is just a sliver of the forest you have.
This is a small section. Like
Yeah.
now I'm just focusing on this part and up to the stone and straight down to the fence. Although I will not be cutting what is all the way down with the fence. I'll leave a row of 3 trees there
Yeah.
for wind resistance.
Cool.
You can see what's been going on there, and that's because of the gate. You can see a lot of trees have fallen, and you can see the
Yeah.
lure right there.
Cool.
So, yeah.
All right, let's get cutting.
Let's get cutting.
This forest floor is amazing. It's all just moss underneath these trees. It's really incredible. The sun goes down so late here. It's only dark for a few hours. And in the north, it's never dark in the summer. So, a huge thank you to Husqvarna. I was not sure if I was gonna be able to bring saws with me or not. And Husqvarna literally gave me 3 chainsaws, 2 top handles and this for coming out here. They're in Sweden, we're in Norway. And a guy from the Husqvarna factory drove these saws Sondre met him halfway. He was gonna drive like 12 hours to bring these so that I could have saws when I was here. Super cool. This is a 572. It was like a test saw or demonstration saw at Husqvarna, like in Stockholm. It doesn't have dogs for some reason, but it still cuts really well. So a huge thank you to Husqvarna. It's so sweet. I talked to somebody at Husky and I just kind of explained what I was doing. I'm trying to document tree work, in Norway, and they were just like all excited about it. They're like, yeah, we'll give you some saws. Really awesome company. You need a Husky. Oh man.
No, I grabbed the 362.
Nice shooting.
Nice.
Hey, that thing's cool.
That's awesome. You should bring it.
Should take that with me on the plane.
Stuff, you know?
That's awesome. Nice job.
Thanks.
How come you bore in like that instead of just going straight to the back cut?
Well, it's so that you get the wedges in, you know? Like it sucks if
So you don't run out of room?
Yeah, kind of. If you go like straight from the back and the bar is going like this, and yeah, you wedge it, and then you know, bar gets stuck suddenly, and
Yeah.
you can't get the wedge in because, well, maybe you wedge your bar, and yeah.
I see what you're
Just
saying.
too many
It's
close
interesting.
calls kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
interesting.
easier to wedge it because you have a lot more room, and this part, you know, it's really strong and it'll hold it.
Yeah. Great job.
Thanks.
All right, my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, what are we gonna do with that? We're gonna cut that into lengths right now or drop more trees?
I think we'll drop more trees first and have some
Cool.
fun.
All right, I'm gonna do it the same way you did, Scandinavian style. Baby works.
Dude, show those muscles, you know?
Oh, hot dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, it's awesome, right?
Dude, that worked great.
Yeah.
That thing was sweet. Dude, that thing worked awesome. What's this called?
We call it fellespett. Oh,
Fellespett?
fellespett.
Your
Yeah. You know,
words are too hard, dude.
Yeah. I don't go into the forest without it.
Dude, this thing is sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Another one?
Another one, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And just next time,
Yeah?
don't put the bar straight through.
Not
Only
all the
like-
way through?
Like halfway, a little bit more.
Halfway,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
2/3 maybe.
Right.
The thing we struggled with there was, you know, yeah, we didn't have room because the bar was still in the tree. The
Right,
point
right.
with it is that you can actually take the bar out if you really need it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was really good though.
So, yeah. Thanks.
perfect.
That was awesome. You're okay with me showing you something in the video?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Just
Yeah, I just wanted to, but I've already struggled with these.
no,
Yeah.
So this is called the Cripple Cut, and all you do is you just keep undermining it little by little, and then the weight of itself will collapse. It only works if it leans the right way or straight up and down. But watch this, no back cut.
Dude, that worked great.
Yeah, that's the Cripple Cut. It's just-
Cripple cut.
You just have to do it really slowly and carefully, and know that once it starts to go, you gotta pull your saw out really fast.
Yeah.
Especially like sometimes I'll do that, like if I have a fence behind the tree or something, I just keep taking slices out of the face,
Yeah.
and then eventually it has to go that way.
Yeah. Sure, that works great. I'll remember that.
Yeah, Cripple Cut.
No, this one's much easier, or not easier, but more fun to take as well.
Well,
because-
it'll be safer without
Yeah.
this dead thing when you fall that one.
Dude, awesome. You probably have to cut this part off afterwards. Either that
Oh,
or
yeah.
you might actually just leave a bigger stump. You could use the stump later for stopping lumber above here. A normal thing to do is having logs laying like this, and we'd be following the trees on those logs. And as we limb them, they will start to roll. Something has to stop them, of course, and having some high stumps would be great for that.
So you'll cut this one high?
I think I would cut this one high, yeah.
Yeah, that's rotten anyways right there.
Yeah. Now let's put this one in as early as possible. just in case it's a bit back for some rare reason. I always have two double just in case. You never know.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, that worked out. But didn't
Yeah, that was a narrow gap right there. Nice shooting. All right, my turn.
Your turn. Yeah. Sweet. There's a lot of wood on that. But dude, that's actually a sweet hit. I can just pull that out with the wagon. That's a good hit right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Really awkward with that rock there.
It's extremely awkward, and that's
Though.
like the most annoying thing about these birds, you know, how awkward it is to sometimes just position yourself or maybe get the bar to the end.
It's hard to stand on this.
Yeah, I'd say this is on like easy kind of field.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people who has it like basically straight down.
Yeah.
You know, the wood would crack when it hits, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have a log tape, so he's gonna measure, he's gonna buck, I'm gonna limb.
That's great.
You gonna yard them down hole and then buck them, or?
I think so, yeah. I marked some of them. Not this one though, because it's like on the bottom.
Yeah, you gonna start yarding?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
You want me to do that?
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Six months ago, you asked me what this was. Now you're sitting in it.
Yeah.
So these ones are for the legs.
Oh, okay, leave those alone probably.
This is for the claw.
Okay.
That is for the boom.
Cool.
Works like an excavator. Exactly the same.
So you gonna buck one?
Yeah, I'll go back. Try not to hit anything. So these first ones, just try to put them in that hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob, we can put it in the trailer.
Put it in the trailer?
Yeah, have the stump towards you. Never seen Jacob concentrate that hard.
That was fun.
You think?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I thought you'd like to do that. Like, you always use a chainsaw. I wanted to try something new.
Yeah, that was definitely new. I was so worried about destroying something.
Dude, I mean, I've hit, look at that. I've hit everything on this tractor. It's going.
Yeah. This thing is really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, it reaches really far in front too.
yeah, I'm not sure, but I think it's like 720 meters.
Yeah.
Like 7.20, yeah. Like, I couldn't tell if you were pissed or if you were concentrating.
Oh yeah, I was just focused. This was my focus face.
Dude, you did so good.
Really?
Yeah, I was so impressed.
Oh really?
It took me so long to get used to this thing.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good. One of the things I've learned about Norway, they like to eat really fancy. Look at this. They got bread and they got caviar in a tube. This is right on there. Can you believe it? It's caviar in a tube. It's pretty good actually. This is like what the poor people eat here.
Yeah, students, you know.
This is fancy eating
Yeah.
in the States. It even comes out like a star shape.
Because we are stars, you know.
You can't tell it was ever eggs. It's like,
Mush.
it actually looks like toothpaste. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's addictive, you know.
It's just so salty though.
Makes you feel like
I mean, fancy. Usually I eat tube salad, but out here in Norway, it's tube
salad.
caviar.
Dude, that is so insane. I've been doing that since you showed it, you know.
You tried the tube salad?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah?
That is,
Really?
dude, addictive.
It works good, huh?
Yeah, it's easy to eat, and you just squeeze it and it comes straight out.
This is what you have when you have your guests over. Fancy tube of caviar.
You know, we just take a caviar tube and we squeeze it in like a nice little cup or something, so it looks like it's like
Yeah.
homemade.
It's so weird. It's like the cheapest thing here
Yeah.
is a tube of caviar. I wouldn't be eating tube salad if we had this, you know? Cool. Well, we got a load of logs. We are headed down the mountain. Here we are, we're just dropping off the smallest logs right here. I think it's gonna become firewood later, and then we're gonna take the bigger logs to the mill. It's right down the road, actually. It's really close, but yeah, he's just unloading the little guys first. All right, so here we are at the mill. Look how clean this mill is. Everything in Norway seems to be like just smaller than America and cleaner than America from everything that I've seen. Like, not even any bark on the ground right here. So we're just unloading the big logs here, and we're done for the day. Yeah, so this is the mill here. Sondre didn't cut all this wood. You can see that in Norway everybody runs really short bars. I mean, you can see like really short bars. This looks like fir, dude. I think this might be fir. It's weird, I haven't seen any fir, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, here, this is the mill. It's like right down the road from his house.
It is kind of a teamwork because he gets the lumber and yeah, then well, he's paying for it obviously, but in return we get sawdust, yeah.
For the animals?
For the animals, yeah.
Look at this building.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
These guys are amazing.
Look at the craftsmanship of these. I mean, this is a remarkable building. Yeah, show them the sawdust.
Yeah.
I think this guy's on vacation or something. Yeah, look at that door. Look at all that sawdust. It has the consistency of flour. Like you could bake with it. Look how clean this room is. I mean, it's like covered in sawdust, obviously, but man, I wish you could smell this.
So this is like from the saw.
Yeah?
And it's like different types of blades.
Yeah?
So this is the finest one. And this is not from the saw, it's from the, you know, it kind of...
Like a peeler?
Yeah,
It
the
peels?
peeler. Yeah, it peels.
Wow. So one comes out of that vent, one comes out of that vent.
Yeah.
It's like, even this room is beautiful.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into it.
Man, it's like the best smelling thing you can imagine. Yeah. All the buildings here in this country that I've seen are beautiful. Even the dilapidated old ones are. Some of these buildings are so old. This one's obviously new, but I mean, they put a lot of work into making this thing absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking me out there.
Thanks for coming.
That was super cool. Where can people find you? You're on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm on
right?
Facebook and Instagram.
Hard to spell your stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
I can't even say these Norwegian words. Man.
Yeah.
But this is quite the experience to be out here doing forestry. We call it logging, they call it forestry. All the way out in Scandinavia. It's just an incredible experience.
It's been a bumpy ride, but we're making it.
Yeah, we've had some bumps for sure in this trip. But what time? It's like 9 o'clock at night, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
like
like
9 to 10 or something.
Yeah, we had a late start. But anyways, you can support this channel at patreon.com/treason. You can buy my signature coffee at backwoodsgrind.com/treason. You can buy my merch at guiltyofTreason.com. And really big thank you to Husqvarna for sending me that saw. It doesn't have dogs, which is weird, but for a free saw, I'm not complaining. That thing actually cuts really well. I really like that saw a lot, actually, the 572. It works awesome. I think it doesn't have dogs because it's like actually from their factory. It was like a test saw or something. And they drove it all the way out here. So huge thank you to Husqvarna. They've been so cool to work with. They're just an awesome company. So yeah, thanks Husky. Oh geez. Oh, sorry, I dropped you. Sorry, forgive me. You're still here. Sorry, please forgive me and like and subscribe to this channel. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.